pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Kittle catching the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
3rd down and 7 yards.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
San Francisco.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
6. Bears nothing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Niners 6, Bears nothing.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 24. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense. Guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a
great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
To go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in left side by Tate. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Drop deep. Check.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
The second down pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
29.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And some room to roam now. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the put. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Then the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
throw. They'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Number 28.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Once again, it's Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offense.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 10.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time getting the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. 26 months, 26 months.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Akeem Hicks, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They're running it. 57's the mic.
They try again with Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. So the victory here for San Francisco, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit, because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there, but think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the 49ers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below .500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Like an offspring, just for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I bought like fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw